In case you're new here, I'm Ellie and this is Luke. 4 years ago, we purchased an abandoned homestead property in North Idaho and have been building an off-grid cabin ever since. Then, in July of 2024, we purchased a home on acreage also in North Idaho and have moved out there in hopes of creating a self-sufficient farm and homestead. Make sure to subscribe and follow along on our journey.
Day. We're going to get the horse to introduce him to his new pasture. Wife's at work, so I'm gonna hold off on that till she gets home. I'm just gonna kind of get ready, get the horse trailer kind of ready to go, get it hooked up to the new addition to the farm. 1993 Ford F-250 7.3 IDI International Harvester work truck, so she can haul a little bit more than old Blue here, but she's ugly. She's a workhorse, and that one's gonna go away, find a new home, and this becomes the new daily driver. Really moving up in the world. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm gonna help a buddy. He's butchering an elk today, so I'm gonna give him a hand with that at some point. I might run some equipment out to him first. Maybe a cutting table and some knives and odds and ends. Let's see. Part of the table there, part there. So I'm gonna try to get all that unearthed from my random stuff, so we can use that. Just kind of gonna get caught up on some things until the wife gets here and we can go get her horse. That is the plan.
I don't think I've ever seen it rain this hard in North Idaho. At least not where we used to live. So, weather sucks. I'm cranky. I'm sure all the animals are cranky. Luke's probably cranky. We've got a couple cords of firewood. We gotta do something with. Oh, buddy. So, like I said, I had grand plans for a big reveal, but I guess this is gonna have to do. So, the horse is home. Hi, bub. Hi, Bubby. Oh, my boy. Here, I'll go get you some treats. So I just fed Cassidy. I've been kind of trying to place the hay underneath tree cover as best I can, but these spruce trees don't give as much cover as I had hoped. So I'll do a grand better shot reveal later and talk about him, but he's home. I'm really happy. I just wish the weather wasn't so shitty. Oh, that's right, I forgot. More things have happened since the last time we filmed. Luke bought a new truck. It's backing in right now.
That one. This one right here.
bought the place. The septic had been pumped, and okay, if I'm getting this correctly, they dug it up, and then they left it uncovered. I think it was to like prove to us they pumped the septic. I don't know. We left it, but Luke's covering it right now because it's raining, and it's gonna turn into a big soppy mud puddle in a minute.
It's been raining for days. The only thing that's been keeping me dry is this bearskin hoodie. It's a raincoat, fleece lined. Liner comes out, it's a whole separate coat, or you could just wear the rain shell. Lots of pockets, waterproof zipper, drawstrings on both the shell and...
Oh yeah, look, your pants are soaked.
Yeah, well,
Up to where the bearskin was.
See, thanks, bearskin. Anyways, it's a nice coat. It's kept me dry and warm all day. And it is miserable out here.
I wish I had a bearskin coat. I'm soaked in my Carhartt.
Well, look at Bandit wishes he had a bearskin.
I have never seen him look more miserable than he does right now. Today we're actually gonna run and get some pallets because we need to eventually come up with a better solution because we're going to get more hay. Right now we only have about 500 pounds, which actually won't last us very long. So Luke's in the shower kind of getting ready, but until then I'm going to go work with my horse for a little bit. So I got this coat at a thrift store in Laramie, Wyoming, and I love it. Good kitties. Not gonna ride him. I'm just gonna walk him around and feed him so he learns that the halter doesn't mean he has to work hard. Didn't really film it as well as I could have, but that went very well. Good boy. Good little shaggy pony. Alright, come on. We're going to get pallets. From where?
The elusive commodity.
Yeah, no kidding.
Some random person off the internet.
Pinterest ruined pallet collecting for animal owners. But we're driving around in Luke's new rig. How do you like your new vehicle so far?
What's there not to like about it? Steering wheel's worn in just right. Barely broken in at 220,000 miles.
Alright, so we picked up like 6 or 7. This is gonna be for our wood.
So I feel like it's been a while since we picked up the camera. It's been busy. This usually happens to us this time of year. We kind of just slow down on YouTube. Haven't slowed down on projects, been working a lot, but just been really tired. I just think like the daylight saving time transition really just hit us hard this year. Just haven't really had a lot of motivation to film, which is unfortunate because we've done a lot. It is Tuesday, a couple days before Thanksgiving, so I'm pretty much done with work for the day. And I think we're just gonna get some stuff done around here. We're gonna do Thanksgiving. I'm at my folks' place this year, so one thing we need to do now that we have the horse and the cats here, we're gonna bring the dog with us, is make sure the horse is ready. He'll be okay for a few days on his own. So I just gotta kind of make sure that the pen's all set up and he's got enough hay. But yeah, that's about it. Don't know if I ever really showed our finished fence. So we finished it. We brought Cassidy here home, and then the weather and winter hit and we just haven't filmed a whole lot, but here it is. So you can just see it. And then it extends down to the corner. That gate we put in just in case we ever have to bring a big truck trailer in here. I don't see how we will. That's back towards the house. And then the fence obviously goes through the woods there. Hi, buddy. I do love coming out here. And everybody will follow you. But here's a closer view. Yep, so here's the barbed wire. And as you can see, Cassidy makes his own little trail. He's pretty good. He knows what to expect with barbed wire, so he won't like rub up against this or push into it, which is nice. But it's worked out really good. And then his water tank is down there, and I guess that's a whole other thing. So don't have a way to run power to the water trough right now. And it's not been an issue yet, but I bet you it will be in about a month when it actually gets so cold. The water will freeze. Here it is, just a run-of-the-mill stock tank. There's a hole in the bottom where you can stick in-tank water heater in, or you can do a floating heater, but the problem is there's no outlets close. So either we gotta run a ridiculously long cord and then move it every time we like drive over here. I don't know, thankfully it's frozen a few times at night and then it's melted, and it's rained so much the last couple of weeks. It's actually kind of refilled the water tank. I haven't had to fill the water tank in a while. But not quite sure how we're gonna do this. I'm okay to break it, and actually he can break the ice as long as it's not too thick. He knows what to do, which is handy. So still gotta figure that one out.
Alright, quick project today. Our little corner over here is a little bit cluttered. We've got Meow Lago, the kitty house. We've got this little addition that used to be a chicken coop. That will eventually go away. We got the greenhouse needs a little work, but we like it. We're keeping it. And then we just got this weird pin in the backyard, which I like the fact that we have a pin for whatever we may end up getting, but I don't like where it's at. I don't want it this close to the house. So I think I'm gonna pull it apart, save all the components, and then kind of relocate it at a different date. I mean, there's a lot of salvageable stuff in here. You know, I got a lot of good hog panels, a bunch of good T-posts, some of these pressure treated 4x4s will be reusable, even some of these 2x4s. They're weathered, but they're still good. Make something out of them. So I think I'm gonna kind of tear some of this down today and get it out of here so I don't have to look at it.
So what's the difference between biochar, carbon, and activated carbon products?
The side. When you walk into when somebody told me about this at the workshop, my first inclination, and I don't like to be a dick, was
Alright, so starting off this video a little bit different than previous videos. We are currently in Missoula, Montana. We're spending the night. Luke's checking into a hotel right now, and you can't really tell, but we've got our horse trailer. That's because we are on our way to pick up the newest member of our little funny farm in North Idaho over here in Montana. So I don't want to give it away quite yet, but we're gonna get checked in here. Spend the night. Coming over the pass wasn't bad. It was a little icy, slushy in spots, but it really wasn't bad. It's been wet. We've had a very odd winter here in North Idaho. But yeah, we'll get checked in, get comfortable, and then tomorrow, we've got a fun little surprise for you.
It's like a rocket ship. It draws unnecessary.
We picked up our little package. Now we're headed back into Idaho, and we're in Frenchtown. And I don't have any videos showing what's in the trailer behind us, but we'll soon. It's all right. Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, well, that's funny. Dr. Ripper, and I said, can you explain that?
propagated by the media who are only
Okay, so this is the next day. So we didn't really film much of yesterday evening. Didn't film it. It was chaos. Basically, I put the mini in, and Cassidy did not like him. There's not a whole lot we can do. We only have the one pasture. I don't have a way to separate them right now. So I just kind of went back out every 30 minutes and just checked on everybody, made sure everyone was alive. It is now the next day, and so far everyone is alive. It's starting to snow. Oh boy, it's slick. So they're standing in the woods right now. It's a little bit better this morning. I don't think there's as much drama and theatrics happening, but it was pretty crazy last night. I should have filmed it, but I didn't. It was just wild. I stayed home from work today, and I've just been going out every 30, 40 minutes or so and just making sure everyone's alive. Hi, Bubby. So here's our instigator. Shh, 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 shh. Your halter isn't staying on properly. So he's the one who does not like the little guy. But it was kind of his pasture first, so I get it. And then here's the little guy. Hi, Jack. Fed him some hay. And everyone seemed to kind of be okay with that. So hopefully everyone will just continue to get used to each other. They're gonna have to get used to each other because we only have one pasture. If it really gets bad, I'm thinking we might create like a little stall, and I could put Jack in there at night and leave them out during the day. Because at least during the day, if they're gonna chase and fight, this is gonna sound weird, they can see. My biggest fear is because Jack doesn't know this pasture, Cassidy does. My biggest fear is Cassidy is gonna chase Jack into a fence, or he's gonna trip and fall, or he's gonna fall into a hole and break a leg. Ugh, I don't want that. So I'm okay with them being in here during the day, and the pasture is big enough they can get away from each other. But maybe at night we can bring him in and I can sleep better than I did last night. Watch out, Bandit. Hi. What's wrong, little man? This is Jack. Hi. And Jack. So he's only 2. He is seriously probably one of the cutest minis I've ever seen. Found him on Craigslist. Nice lady in Montana was selling him, so that's why we went over there yesterday. I don't know if you can tell. I do not know what is happening. He has a weird relationship with the dog. Anyways, yeah, he's a mini. He's 2 years old. I don't know how much bigger he's gonna get. Hopefully not too much bigger, because I have big plans for you, little man. But anyways, yeah, he's adorable, and I love him. So really quick, I do want to talk about this, because when we bought If You Bite Me, you are in so much trouble. Go. So when we bought the place and we got the fence set up, we realized that there's no outlets close. There's only one outlet on the outside of the house, and it's clear on the other side. The closest outlet is actually in the tack room slash cat shed, which we have started calling Meow-a-Lago because the cats are so spoiled. So anyway, so we can't run an extension cord to heat the water tank. We didn't really know what we were gonna do, so for earlier in the winter, I was just hauling buckets, letting it freeze, breaking the ice, scooping the ice out. It was fine, but it was kind of annoying. However, Luke discovered this, and through a series of like happy accidents, it's worked out so well for us. So I'm gonna show you. So this is our current water setup. So you'll notice we've got a hose running, and then on the edge of the hose is just basically filling up the tank, and on the edge of the tank we've got a freeze mister, whatever. And basically the way this thing works is you turn your water on, your water stays on. I don't know how, it's black magic, but this thing knows when it's below freezing, and it opens up the valve in there and it drips. Now, so our water runs, so I need to do this whole thing with a caveat that it hasn't actually gotten that cold yet. Like, we haven't gotten below zero, so maybe if it gets below zero, all of this is gonna go out the window. But until it gets below zero, which we are already in December 16th, we're like halfway through winter, so fingers crossed we don't get a cold snap. So the freeze meister, so this thing drips because it's below freezing, and our water tank is actually so full it's overflowing, and so it just drips off the back. But the ripple from the water, the movement of the water dripping in and the water dripping out, actually keeps it from freezing. And so it's just dripping down there, and it's fine. Like, our soil just soaks up, eats up water. So the water's just been soaking up behind the tank, and it's a really good solution. I mean, it's been getting down into like the mid-20s at night, and prior to putting this solution in, I would have woken up to a frozen tank. Not anymore. There's not a single piece of ice on this. So we'll give an update, when we actually get into cold temps, but I don't really know how much colder it is or isn't going to get. I guess we got to get through January and February, but it's North Idaho. I mean, it's not like Alaska where I grew up, so I feel like if this solution can get us through the next couple of months, then we're set. And so yeah, the downside is your water does have to run 24/7, but it's probably keeping our pipes from freezing in our house, so it's okay. Alright, so I just came back. I'm checking on the horses again. Cassidy did chase him a little bit, but it wasn't as dramatic as last night. It started snowing pretty good. Interesting. This morning at about like 8. It's kind of let up, but it's definitely transformed into a winter wonderland, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, if you have livestock, you have animals, not so much fun. Oh, I won't show it because I want Luke to be the one to reveal it, but we did, in addition to making the pony purchase, we also made a very large farm slash homestead purchase. This was a big one. Maybe it should get its own video. I don't want to give it away what it is, but I will let Luke reveal it either later in this video or another video. But it's a big one. It's really going to help us out. I'm very excited for it. It was a lot of money though, so I'm a little nervous, but it's really going to be helpful.
Weather started out really nice today and then it kind of took a turn for the worse, but not bad, not worse. It's just, it's raining and I don't like the rain. But been a surprisingly productive day. Luke's been using his new tractor, new to us tractor. So he's been ripping out old trees and pulling stumps. Can you drag it? Other girls look really cute in their farm wear gear because they're also like 100 pounds, but not me. And also, growing up in Alaska, I learned a long time ago, function over appearance. So I'm warm, easy to move around in, I'm dry, not trying to impress anyone because I'm married, so. I'm not gonna feed the horse quite yet, but I'll get the grain into the feed room slash tack room slash cat house. So you can see, this is where Luke ripped the fence out. They had pigs here. I don't think we'll ever have pigs because I can't do pigs. They're too smart, too sensitive. I would get attached and then I would want to keep it and then we'd have like 10 pet pigs. This is what Luke was working on today. So he ripped out some stumps that were in the pen that I kind of wanted. I got to come back in with the rake. Hopefully he smoothed this out because there was like holes in there. And then he ripped out more stumps here. Cut some trees down, just really kind of to open this up. It was getting really overgrown. And hopefully, I'd like to put another pasture in over here eventually for sheep. Good job, baby.
A lot of stump.
Yeah.
I don't know how long or if those things will ever burn.
It'll be a fun adventure for you to try. So eventually, will we go in and thin out all these tiny little crappy trees? It's like 4:45. It is the solstice today. It is the shortest day of the year. I am so ready to start gaining daylight again. I just, it feels like such a waste of a day to me that it just gets dark so early. And yeah, you can get stuff done. Maybe not when it's pouring rain. I mean, I guess I could. I'm just a wimp. But I'm really excited to start gaining daylight. All right, well that's probably gonna do it. So it's the solstice today. It's the shortest day of the year, but by the time this video comes out, it's probably gonna be Christmas or Christmas Eve. So we just wanted to say a quick Merry Christmas to all our followers and
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Festivus.
What else? That's everything.
I'm sure there's a Pastafarianism version of Christmas somewhere. But it's been a good year, at least for us. I hope it's been a good year for all of you. And we had a lot of big changes on our YouTube channel this year. We
got a pony. We got a tractor.
We got a house.
What else?
We got a whole new YouTube channel because we're not making videos about our off-grid cabin right now.
Yet. Still have it.
Oh yes. So
on the back burner.
Yep. So I just wanted to say thank you
to all our followers and how grateful we are for you. I'm kind of combining like Thanksgiving, New Year's sentiments all into one. But yeah, that's kind of it. Hopefully you have a good Christmas, spend time with family and friends.
Yeah, get drunk and talk politics. All that good stuff. Holidays are all about.
Yep.
Good food,
Yeah.
good fights.
Yeah, hope you have a good holiday. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, or we'll see you next year if we can get a video out by New Year's. Probably not. So we'll have to roll all our end of year wishes into one video right now. So we'll see you in the next one. 4 years of doing this and I still don't know what to say.